It is time for another vlog. Sorry, I'm just a little like frazzled because I'm very warm. Anyway, welcome to the vlog. We are doing a half marathon weekend in the life sort of thing. Expo, carb loading, prepping outfits, prepping race day stuff, post-race stuff, and all of that. So exciting. For those of you who are new, hello, welcome. My name is Daniela. I am an IFBB Wellness Pro, which is bodybuilding, and I recently took up running as an amateur. Very much so. Started running in September, October of 2024, right after my last bodybuilding show of that season. So that's kind of where that is. Typically, you don't really combine like long distance running with wellness, because wellness as a division within the bodybuilding world is you're supposed to have big legs, big glutes, and like a shapely upper body, but like the big legs and big glutes, like muscles, is like the most important thing. And it is commonly believed that if you like do long distance running a lot, you can like shrink your leg muscle somewhat. I don't think I've lost any size, but I have been fueling really well. I don't run fasted. I fuel during my runs if it's like a longer run, and I try to make sure to eat like directly after my runs and stuff. So I don't think it has affected my muscle size, and we'll get to this part of things in the next video. But I did start a new programming for my bodybuilding side of things. My feedback from the judges last season was to just grow more, but primarily hamstrings and glutes. So a lot of glute things in my new programming. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Maybe we'll do like a full week of workouts, although it's not super easy to do that at my gym because it's always very busy and it's very small because I live in New York City and all the gyms are not very spacious, you know, but we'll see how it goes. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to do a little intro. It's Wednesday today, so I'm running my last taper run today, just 7 kilometers, and we're gonna rest Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm running my half marathon, the Brooklyn half marathon, on Sunday. Happy Thursday. Today's expo day, so I'll be going to pick up my bib and just see what they have there, and I'm also gonna do a bag check, which is like what you can go pick up when you cross the finish line. I was thinking like, what do I want immediately after the race, because after that I'll still have to commute all the way from Brooklyn back to the Upper East Side where I live, so it's quite a long commute, and I don't feel like I want to be commuting that far and like sitting around in my sneakers. I'm gonna be bringing my recovery slides. These are the ones from Hoka. I really love wearing these after a long run. It feels so good. I'm gonna bring some salt sticks, hydration chews, and for that I've got these little tiny Ziploc bags, and I'll probably also put a couple of these in my fanny pack or whatever I'm gonna wear during my run, so that I can just easily get some electrolytes in. But I'll put a couple in my checked bag too. We got some body wipes. I have a new tattoo, so I will probably want to wipe that off and like put some more ointment on it afterwards. And I have a shaker cup full of EAAs and BCAAs that I'll try to chug, and then I just have a quick change of clothes, just like a loose shirt and some loose pants. That is what I'll be checking into the bag check.
Not much writing love songs. Hell, I never even tried. With 1,000 things gone wrong, there's one thing that is right. I run back to you, and you come back to me again. Wildfires burning, and they're packing up for war. Seems like nobody's learning.
Okie dokie, we are back from the expo. Race t-shirt that everybody got. Brooklyn Experience Half Marathon. And then on the back it's got the sponsors. Tech material, so I think this will be really nice to run in this summer. I'm probably not gonna wear it on race day because I need something that is long sleeve so that my tattoo is covered because it can't be exposed to the sun. Then I did like they had like a wheel. Is it called a wheel of fortune? I don't know, like the wheel that you spinning wheel, whatever. And I won merch and I picked this one. It says Run NYC, and then it says it's the gym called Vibe Fitness. Thought it was super cute and also a really nice like running or lifting thing for this summer. And then I did my bag check, and this is my bib. I am number 18711. Wave 1 and Corral F. Apparently it's called Corral and not Coral. I think I was saying Coral before, but after listening to people's YouTubes, I've gathered that it's Corral. The more you know. Happy Friday. My SZA shirt, because we went to Minnesota last weekend. A week ago today, we flew to Minnesota and we watched Kendrick Lamar and SZA perform, and it was great. And I got 2 t-shirts, one for her, one for him, because you have to keep it fair, you know. It's Friday April 25th. Not much going on. I obviously had work today and now it's Friday afternoon. No set plans other than like cleaning. I want to vacuum, do some dishes, do some organizing. In a perfect world, I would also clean up my like desk area because it's a hot mess, and I love a minimalist desk, but I can never seem to keep one. I had a Salvation Army pickup today, so I donated 2 bags of clothing, so that feels nice. Just small little prep things for the half marathon, which is on Sunday. I might eat a little extra carbs today. Definitely will eat a little extra carbs tomorrow, but then again, like, this is not a full marathon. Like, I don't need to be carbing up for multiple days in a row. Like, a couple weeks ago I ran that 18K that I vlogged, and I didn't like carb up or do anything super special for that. I ate a little extra the night before and obviously the morning of, so, but we might do a little something because it is also our wedding anniversary on Sunday. In some capacity we will be celebrating that, but we both have pretty like big hobby day, like hobby days is maybe not the right word, but like big recreational days on Sunday. My husband is prepping for a powerlifting meet, so he has like a big session on Sunday, and I obviously have the half marathon, so we're kind of like doing our own sports on Sunday for our anniversary, and then we're just like gonna get together and have like a cozy dinner or something after. Some years we do something extravagant, like travel somewhere or like do a super date or something, and some years are more low-key. So this year is just a little bit more low-key, and I love that. We can just like kind of go with the vibe. I've been thinking about like pacing strategies a lot this week, and like I'm so into the idea of hitting a PR at this half marathon, even though I was saying I don't really mind if I don't, but I think I would mind if I don't, because I am competitive like that. I am competing against myself, but I still am feeling competitive in that regard. So I really would love a PR. So I don't know. I'll have to just see the vibe, see what happens. I am getting excited. My body's feeling pretty good. We got a foot and calf massager, which I'm so excited about. I'll show it to you guys later. It like, you can put obviously your feet in it, and it has like compression and like little things that like little things that massage. I don't know what they are, but like little fingers. And then you can also like angle it and put your calves in it, and it'll massage your calves. And like after every long run, my feet and my calves are always like so done and toasted, and I keep wishing for like a massage of some sort or like anything. So I feel like it's gonna be perfect. Did I go to Starbucks today? Yes. Did I finish my Starbucks and fill it up with my own matcha because I love their ice? Also, yes. I love matcha and I love Starbucks cold brew. Soon. I've been watching the TV show You know, the new season, the final season came out. I've just been watching that, and so I give myself one episode, and then I have to get up and do some productivity things before I can watch the next episode. So I watched one, then I got up, I did dishes, I wiped down the entire kitchen, I vacuumed the floors, and then I was able to watch another episode, and that one just ended. So now I've stripped the sheets of the bed, and now I'm gonna put the new sheets on before I'm allowed to watch another. I killed it. Slay. Put my stool back. I'm gonna go put the sheets on the bed, and then I can watch one more episode. And then after that, my next task will be to not watch anymore, because that's 3 episodes. That's enough for today. Here's my breakfast. Same old, same old. We have oats with egg whites and frozen berries and almond butter and water and waffles.
In the crowd, in the club, at the bar, yeah, what's up? I saw you cross the room, yeah, going in the moonlight. I don't know where you've been, but I'm glad that you're here. Gonna take you by the hand, easy to dance for. Girl, it's our time, just you and I. Don't hide. I'll do it right. We got all night. I'll take you so high. Yeah. Baby, let me love you. Let me love you. Baby, let me love you. Love you. Baby, you're my muse. I wanna see you move. Baby, let me love you.
Here's the flat lay. I'm doing my New Balance 1080 Fresh Foam shoes, feature socks. These leggings are Walaco full length tights, Paragon sports bra, Rogue UV protectant or whatever, looser shirt so that my tattoo is okay, hopefully, question mark. This water belt that I showed you guys last vlog, and I'm bringing 2 gels, one with caffeine and one without, and then this 30-gram carb chew. Got my watch, of course, and my little headphones that I don't know if I'm gonna use because the vibes might be so good that I don't want to be disturbed by music, but we'll see. So that is the fit. Here's the last meal of the day. So I went with a bagel with avocado and salmon on it, and some oats with almond butter and frozen strawberries, and some egg whites in there as well. race day has arrived. I'm gonna bring 2 of these little like electrolytes chews. These. So I have 2 of those in this like mini Ziploc that I'm gonna put in my fanny pack. I have my second breakfast here, which is just the English muffin, the raisin English muffin, and a banana. Hydrated, I've drank 2 of these, so I'm hoping I'm gonna hit the bathroom right before I leave, and then hopefully just like one more time before the race starts, so that I don't have to go during the course, because I hate that. I had my bagel, it was great. I did my hair, it turned out pretty cute. Will you even be able to tell as I'm swooshing along? Probably not, but it feels cute. 4:51. I have around like 45 minutes worth of commuting, for 45 minutes of commuting to do. So I'm gonna make myself a coffee and head over to the subway. I just have to be there between 5 and 6 a.m. So I'm doing pretty great on time, if I may say so myself. Let's skedaddle on out of here. Okay, it is honestly so cold. It's at 50 degrees, but the wind is pretty crazy right now, which is a concern. I don't like running in like wind that is directed at my face. It would be nice if it was from like behind, but it never is. So hopefully things warm up soon.
In the corral, as we are going to be firing off 24,000 athletes over our 4 different raceways. So we got tenths of a mile bonus running. What's up, guys? How you doing? We're starting to see a little bit. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man.
Mile 1, very cold still, super cold still. Apparently I missed the mile 2 marker, but now it's mile 3. Mile 4. Mile 5. Mile 6. Feel amazing. Mile 7. Mile 8. Feet are starting to hurt. It's okay. Mile 9. Tired. Mile 10. 3 minutes to go. Mile 11. The last mile, I'm gonna book it.
Queen is in the house. Queen is in the house. Good job, Queen.
And then no, you still had like 40 minutes left on your and Well House evaporated. Well House Drive. I bought this like you guys a seat. We're gonna sit and move over. We're gonna move down.
Coffee secured in the longest coffee line I've ever been on. I also found a banana. So now I'm gonna make my way to the train somewhere. Okay, I feel like I've been trying to get home for like an hour because I took the wrong train. So I went to just like Queens instead. But this is a beautiful neighborhood. So now I'm walking to my next train, hoping to be home within the next hour. Finally back in my home hoods. These shoes, like I'm so thankful I packed these. Would have been hard to commute with my running shoes. All right, my friends. It is now like 1 actually, only 1. That's crazy. I have my Trenta cold brew because I used my points, you know? So I was like, why not? A little race recap. Waffles, I'm talking here. He doesn't care. Anyway, I need to learn to bring like a throwaway sweater or like a freaking trash bag or like something to like keep me warm before the start, because I was so very cold. I had like a little over an hour just standing around like by the corrals and stuff like that, and I was so cold. I was so cold. Everybody was so cold. But they have like donation bins by the start line where you can like toss your unwanted items. So like when you go to a race, you should wear something that you could imagine yourself donating, and then just donate that right before the race. Definitely gonna do that next time, unless it's like freaking 70 degrees or something before the start. So right out of the gate, I felt great. I was loving the course. I was loving being able to like see Brooklyn and like just there's a lot of Brooklyn I have yet to see. So I really enjoyed that. A favorite memory was around, I think it was in mile 1 still. There was this little family with 2 little kids. They were like toddler aged, both of them. Dad was showing the kids how to like hold out their hand so that the runners could like clap their hand for good luck or a boost. And so I ran diagonally so that I could take part in that. And those high fives were super cute. My cutest high fives of the day. When we hit Dumbo, the crowds were like really good vibes, and like they had really funny signs, and they were all just so enthusiastic and uplifting, and I really loved it. And I feel like that's when I was feeling my very best. So like between miles 3 to 7, I felt just on top of the world. I felt so good. Got to like close to Prospect Park. It was just like a really long stretch, and then a turnaround, and then the really long stretch back, and then another super long stretch. And those 3 like long stretches, I was like, fuck, I am hurting. But that's when I turned on my music. I had my podcast like kind of in the background. I was not listening to it at all because I was listening to like the crowds and the music and the vibes and stuff, and it was all so great. So I wasn't really listening to my podcast, but on those long stretches I was like, I need some Kendrick Lamar and SZA. I think I'm still in that mode from the concert we went to, so I turned those on like my playlist, and that really put a pep in my step. I feel like my fueling strategy was really spot on today. I think I showed you guys when I took all 3 things. I took one gel at mile 4 and my second gel at mile 7. Around, I think, mile 10, I had those energy chews. It was really difficult to chew and run, especially when you're like that tired. So I'll probably like save chews and stuff for like right before a race and stick to gels during, because it was just like like, you know, it was just super hard. So anyway, after those 3 long stretches is when we turned into Prospect Park, and I think that was around mile 10, I think. And that was kind of when I was like, wow, okay, the end is near. So I looked at my watch and I was like, it's like, it says 1 hour 40 minutes is how long I ran for. Could this, like, if I book it, it could become a sub 2 hour half marathon, which is just a fucking crazy time. Like, I feel like in my mind that's like an elite time. Anything with like a 1 something for a half marathon is like, wow. So but I was like back and forth a little bit, thinking like, should I actually like book it? I did speed up a little bit, but I was so tired and like everything hurt, and I was like, you know what, as long as I can just keep running, I know I will PR if I just like keep the pace I've been keeping this entire time, which was like around 550-ish minutes per kilometer. So I tossed that idea aside, which is good, because I feel like I really gave it my all in a good strategic way. So when mile 12 came around and I missed that sign, but I looked at my watch and it said like 1 kilometer and like 1.2 kilometers left, and I was like, I'm just gonna like really just push and give it everything. And then I saw a 20 kilometer like sign. I was like, all right, let's give it everything. And like, it was so many like winding little things. I was like, if I can only see the finish line, I'm gonna sprint. But I could never see the finish line because like it was hidden behind a bend in the like park, and that was like the longest kilometer of my life. My finish time was 2 hours 4 minutes and 10 seconds, which is an 8.5 minute PR from my February half marathon. So I am incredibly happy with that, especially considering the fact that I was like trying to convince myself I would be okay if I don't PR because of how not great my training preparation has been for this one. It was like a perfect half marathon. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed the course. I enjoyed my running. I enjoyed everything. I feel like I was really well dressed for it. I was very well fueled for it, both in terms of like the fuel I brought with me, but also like fuel leading up to it. The main reason I have been running with kilometers ever since I started running in October is because I asked my brother, like, what do you use? Because he runs too, and he was like, kilometers like more motivational because like you see the kilometers tick up faster than miles. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But I realized, well, I've been thinking about it for a while, but it solidified it for me today when I was primarily using miles to like understand how far I ran. And I was like, 13, that's not bad. It's gonna go by so quickly. And it really did go by so quickly. I would like record the clip saying I'm on mile whatever, and then I would run a little and be like, okay, I wonder where next mile signage post is. And then it came around like super fast. So I feel like now that I'm like more into long running, I feel like it's more motivating to run in miles because I feel like they come around faster, if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna switch over to miles for my next training block. As other benefits too, since I run all my races in the US, and like I follow mostly US runners and stuff, it feels beneficial to understand my pacing and stuff in miles too. My husband just headed to the gym. He has a big gym session today. And then afterwards, we're going to celebrate our wedding anniversary because we celebrate 7 years of marriage today. So we're probably just gonna go to one of our favorite restaurants in the neighborhood and enjoy, celebrate, hopefully, good day of training for both of us. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you enjoy these like running type vlogs that I've been doing lately. I'm definitely not vlogging about like lifting and stuff. Next vlog I'll kind of get into more like what I'm doing for lifting stuff because a lot has changed. Still working, you know, towards the pro wellness ideal physique and all that, but yeah, just let me know if you have any thoughts.